Hi there, this is Lena from Lena's Crafty Corner. I've just been working in my craft room for the last half hour or so and wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was messing about in this book and I've decided to do some of these flip outs. So it's an envelope that's the other side of the page and I'm just left with a bit of the envelope. So I like to think of something a bit different to do on them. This one I've got a saying, and I've got it on so it twists and it's just on a brad, and then this is stuck down and it's a flip out. It opens up like that. So that was my intention, to make some of these, and I mean it doesn't fit tight when it's in, doesn't fit tight, so I like it because it just lifts off the page. It tells you that there's something to do with it, and sometimes I like them where the secret, and if you wanted to you could then write under here, because I've left that plain. I've just covered it with something plain, but this is what I'm looking at doing today. So I'm just going to move my book out of the way, and I've got a couple that are folded ready. Let me just get my glues out the way, because I'm at the at that position where your glues are running out. I've just filled one up and then the other one's running out. So this is the sort of size of paper I want, and I want it as a flip out like this. So I've used double-sided paper because I don't want the white. If you're not bothered about the white inside, that's fair enough. And I'll do the same with this one. Just take some of these. I mean, maybe it wouldn't look too bad on this paper, but I'd still rather have it off if I can take it off. How far up does that one go? To there, maybe. Just bear with me. Yeah, move that out. Yes, I've got two pieces ready to go now. The both are the same. Have I got any other? I've got one of this. I couldn't find any more of this paper, but this will be fine. I'll use one of these. And these two, I've just got to fold these ready to go. Oh, that one's a bit. That's. I've not done that very level. Let me just level this up. I've not levelled this one off. I'll just get that edge sort of looking a bit more level. They don't need to be too big, these, but better if they're a bit straight. Don't be too perfect. Oh, still missed a bit there. I don't know why the light's a bit weird. I don't know whether one of my lights has gone. I don't think it has, but it just seems a bit weird tonight. Yeah, they'll be fine. So what you want to do, you want to decide which bit you want covering up, whether you want your coffee dyeing bit covering up or whether you want your other bit. This still doesn't look very straight, and of course it isn't, so I'm going to straighten this up in a minute. So you fold them up where you think you want your folds to be, and you concertina them. And you sort of want your fold to be at the end of where this opens. You want your fold of your other one. That's that there. And then this one, you want to fold it again level with the other one, and then you leave that piece there. So then you decide which way round it. I am just going to level this. I'm going to do it by hand because I didn't make a very good job doing it with the cutter. So I'm just going to level that up a bit. So I'm going to have mine coming out from here, pulling it out, and you can write on there, or you can have it this way round, like this. And depending on which side you want it, it'll depend where this piece goes that attaches to your envelope. So we'll work with that one that way. And then this one, I think I've already cut this one. I'd already folded one. And what I've done with this one, I've only had a little bit here. And I'm just going to cut some of the edge off so that it doesn't stick out and obstruct the fold. Because you're not really going to see that bit. It's only for attaching it to the side of the envelope, that piece. And this piece is a bit longer, because I've done the folds probably a little bit smaller. So I want that one again working this way as a concertina. So we'll do that one, and then decide how big we want your folds. Because once you've got your folds like, you should just cut that end bit off, as long as you leave yourself some at the end to hinge it to the page. Or to wherever you're doing it. I'm doing it to an envelope. So I'm just going to get these where I want them, and then I'll cut them straight. So then we'll go back to there. And this bit here is your hinge then, and you'll just cut that to the size you want it. So I'm just going to level that. I'm not leveling it up to the hinge. I'm just leveling it up so all the papers are the same. There. So you don't want them very thick and a lot of decoration on them, they'll be too bulky. So I do something like stickers or stamps or something like that, just to give them a bit of decoration. And then you decide what you want on the top. I want this way on this bit showing, not this bit. So when it comes, so that'll attach to your page. You'll see more when I do it. And you can either have it like this, so you write on here, and then you turn it back that way, and you can write on that side. So that's your flip out. A bit hard when you can see this bit, because let's just do it to a page. So that'll be glued to a page like that, or to, in my case, to the side of the envelope. And then you've got this piece here that pulls out. But it'll also bend that way, so you can still write on it that way, and write on it that way. So I like to put a bit of something just on this side. I don't want this much, so I'm just going to cut this down, because this is quite, it's in your way and you don't need this much. And again, I'm just going to cut a little bit off that side. That's it. It looks more like it's going to do something now, rather than just half a piece stuck out. You couldn't really tell. Same with this one, there's too much here. So I'm just going to cut some of this off as well. And go from that. You don't even have to do as much as this. You can just do a tiny slither. It doesn't have to be that much. Not like when you're doing the envelopes. It's just to literally stop it catching when you're turning it. So this one here, because it's already got a pattern on it, and I maybe wouldn't write on this side, I would be writing on the inside. Probably all I'd do with this one is let's have a look. Probably put some stickers. I'm sure, yeah, I did. I kept some stickers out here. So let's have a look what I've got. What have I got in here? I think these are just all more. What are these ones? A bit paler and a bit. Yeah. No, not those ones. I want some botanical ones. I love my stickers. Oh, I've got a nice. Oh, that's quite nice. Quite like that butterfly. probably just do a flower in that one. And you could write on here because you've got quite a bit of space with nothing in the back. I mean, you could write on it all, to be fair, but it's just to make it look a bit more decorative. So on this one, I'm just going to put a couple of stickers on this one. But these stickers need a bit of help, so I always put a bit of Yoo-hoo on them as well. And I want this to be on this edge. So I'm going to do it right to that crease. And if you get the glue outside the area of the sticker, it doesn't really matter, it'll dry. So I don't worry too much about that. So yeah. So I want that one just in that area there. Oh. I just don't like anything coming off, so I always like to make sure I give it a bit more help. And that looks quite cute. It's nothing, you know, I've not put nothing major on it. It's a bit wet now because I've wet it a bit much, but it's fine. I've just there we go. And then that one's ready to go into the book. Let's do something with this one. So this one, you could actually write on all this on both sides. So I think what I'm going to do on this one is just a bit of stamping, just so you can still write on it rather than sticking something on it. And a nice bird there. I'll just cut him from the other bit. And what else have I got? Anything else I fancy? Got one there that says wild and free. So I'll just have a few bits, nothing major on them. What's that there? That's an old jog. Oh no, a rabbit. I've got a rabbit. So that's quite cute. Right, where's my inks? Right, so where's the bit that I'm putting that to the page? So I want it to be this way. You'll see what I mean when I put them on the page. Wild and free. And I'm going to put in this one, as it pulls out, in this one here, I'm just going to have a bird. Or do I want the rabbit? No, I'm going to have the rabbit. And again, these are the ones that I can't get off the polythene, so it stays on and it works as my, my mat to press them down. I have to use it for both because I just can't get them off. Some of them are brilliant, the ones you buy, but these are freebies and a lot of them I can't get them off the backing, so we'll leave it on. Oh, but I like that rabbit. Turned out nicely, and it just says wild and free. And we'll just do one more in this same. This one, I wanted to use this, but I do need a block for this because it isn't on anything. So let me just find, going to use one of my big blocks that's actually used for, I use this one for painting, so it's a bit messed up. All my boards are messed up. None of them are particularly tidy. So when you're using them all the time, they do get quite messed up. Now this one I haven't used yet, so I suppose I ought to just test it on something. So let's just give it a check. Oh, it works quite well. I haven't got it very straight now. Let me just, but the inking looks good, but I didn't have it very straight, so let me just try and straighten her up a bit this time. That's better. May all your weeds be wildflowers. I like that. And we'll have a bird on this one. So this way you get to use some of your stamps. I love using my stamps. Right, let's see if I can just get this fairly straight. I do have a proper stamping station for when I was doing card making, because obviously they had to be a lot clearer, a lot crisper. Yep, that one's all right. I don't mind that. That's fine. And then let's have this bird. I've just put my hand straight in the ink. Not sure whether this one, oh, can't get it off. Not sure whether this one's been used either, so we'll soon see. That's it. That one's fine. I'll give my stamps back in my bag. Just clean my hands a bit so I don't get the black everywhere. And then we'll have a look at attaching them in the book on the page that I want them. I'm just going to move them out the way a bit so I can bring my book in. So let's find them in the signature. Where that's the other side. Find it in a minute. Come on, come on, come on. That's the bag, that's not the envelope. Oh, there it is. So let's just move that out of the way. Yeah, so this one has got a bit of a different shape on the envelope. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that for some reason. So where am I going to put this? Because it's not, because this isn't a flat edge here, it's where you put that to, so it would come out like that. So this is your piece you're going to use, because normally you would have it all well out your way. So I'm just looking where I want to put it. That'd be all right there. Could be there, or of course on this one I could actually put it on there. But then I wanted something for there. But it the point is, if it was a flat edge on your envelope, it would lie flat on here. I'm just wondering if I don't want to have to shape that. It's just a bit of a weird shape, that. Can I get it on there better? maybe get it on that end up there better. Yeah, I can probably get it on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down to the actual... Oh, I don't want to do that though, because I'm going to go over the mushrooms. I wanted this to be able to flap. If I glue it down to the page, I suppose I could do it there. Normally I actually do it onto this, but if I did it to there like that, it's not going to stick to all of it. Does that look strange? Or I could maybe put it in a little bit. Now, I don't want it to look daft on the other side, you see, either. So, I don't know, I don't like that one on there. See if this smaller one would look better. Let's have a look. If I can get this smaller one. I'll make my mind up in a minute. Let's just open this up so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it looks all right there. Let's get this on. So I just like to look where it's going to be, and I'm just going to smooth it down a bit so I can get that where I want it. I want it to be the other side of the crease so that it still creases down. That's fine. And then when that folds in, it'll fold in just there like that. And then I just need to put something down there just to blend that in, because this has already been decorated. So let's have a look. Have we got, I want that one for the other one. I wonder I've got that one. So let's have a look. I've got a bit of this really old music paper. I quite like that. And I'll just put a piece of that. Let's take a bit of that edge off. And just put that down there, I think. So. Quite noisy, Oscar. He's struggling to get as close to me as he can, and he's not finding it very easy, so he's whinging a bit. He's laid nearly on top of my sewing machine. Yeah, so that's fine there, like that. And then we want a brad in this. And I think I'm going to go for a pink brad, and we just want something, some kind of a word or something on there just to hold it down. Let me just have a look what we've got that's already backed, because that's fine. I just wanted something with a little gap in it so I can get my brad in. That's okay. And let's just get rid of some of this white around the edge. Move that bit out of the way. And just bring my little board in just so I can decide where I'm putting this. So if I put my brad hole there, just then want to get that under there, because I want this attaching on here. I think I'm going to attach it at this bottom, so I want to attach it. So I'm going to go through the hole I've made, so it goes through the envelope piece. I've not got through it. That's it. Yeah, I'm through now. And then put my brad in. Put my brad through the hole there. And on this side, where I've just put that piece of paper, we've got the back of the brad on there. And then I can glue something over there if I want to cover that up. And then that holds my little booklet down. When you turn you can pull this out like that. So that's your flip out, and then it goes back under, and that just comes around just to hold them all in place. That's not holding that side down very well though. Let's have a look. That's it. It is holding it down. It's just this is holding off because I haven't turned my page down. That's it. But it doesn't flop out, and it just gives it another little element. So that's that one. Let's have a look and see if I can find the third one. See if I have more success with. Oh, now this is a straight edge, this one. This is going to be a little bit easier to do with the straight edge. So, can you see how small this is? But it is a straighter edge, so it'll be a lot easier to do this one. So, I think I'm going to go for the wild and free on there like that, but I do need a smaller piece on here, maybe a round one rather than a long one. Have I got a round one? I should have somewhere. Oh, I've got loads of round ones here, but they've not been cut out. See if I've got one cut out. That one's fine. These are card, these are quite strong, so that'll go on there. So let's just do this edge again. That's it. We're going to stick, and it doesn't matter where along here that we put this because it's a flat edge. So this one's a lot better. I didn't know I'd got any that weren't flat edges. I don't quite know what had happened to that. I mean, if that piece is too big, you can cut a bit off, but it will go under there okay. Yeah, it'll go under there. So I'll just get some glue on it. And just and then we just want that this side of that crease. That's it. And give it a good push down. Just to make the two get contact before I try to start messing about with it. Yeah, and then that'll go on there like that, but instead of it being glued down, I'm going to do it on a, because I want that like that, and I want it to come out the way. So have we got oh, we've got a white brad here. Will that one be all right? I'll put that to this side. So look. and then just put my little board under here so that I don't, and I want that quite a way out the way so I can turn it like that. So let's do that to there, and just get a hole while the board's underneath. It won't go through all my papers, and if you don't put something under like this to punch through, you punch through all your papers. I've made many mistakes, but I don't think that's one I've made. And then put your brad through, your papers down, put your brad through the holes if you can. And then just flatten the little legs out on this side again. And then I think I'm just going to put a bit of washi tape on this one, but I will have to glue it down because washi tape doesn't glue, doesn't stay down. It comes back up because it's not a permanent tape, so it does need a bit of help. So we'll just have a bit of glue on it. A bit of glue going across the bottom of it. So, and then just put that across there. Stops anybody catching the cells, but it also looks a bit more decorative. Yeah, so you can turn that out the way like that, and your booklet opens, and you can turn it onto that side and you can write on it that side, so you can bend it in, write on it there, straighten it out and write on there, and then it folds back in together, and then you just put your little thing across there and it holds it down. So that's those three. I had one more that I did, but I haven't got anywhere else to put it. You don't have to put it on one of these. You could, let me just find, oh, here, where I've got a flip out here, you could do it on there. So you could put that on there like that and pull this out here. So you could do that. That looks quite nice, because you don't have to just do one in each signature. You can do as many of them as you like. So you just have a look if there's anywhere else where I'd put it. I mean, you could put it just over the page like that and fold it that way. Fold it over the page that way and bring it out like that. Or do it from this side like that, and you could turn your pages round. But I like it, this one's already got birds on. I do like it when there is sort of something like a flip or something. Let me just see if I can find another one. Yeah, so there's one here, and again, all you do with this is put that one on there, and you could have that on the end of your page like that, and then it would just open that way, and then you could turn it that way to write on it that side. So you know, you can put them wherever you want to put them. You can just literally put them on the edge of a normal page, as there, like that. Or again, this is one of the flips, so you could put it on there and bring this round this side. But then obviously you would stamp on this side then. My stamping's now inside because I've folded it the other way. So they're quite versatile little things. I love doing these. Sometimes I do bigger ones, sometimes I do little ones, but I just think they're really quite cute. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit bitty because I was all over the place with it, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back to you soon. Bye for now.